To the air right away is May. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
A first carry for Rashad White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's May. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's got this down to the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the air, May. He finds Bateman over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence that allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, May. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Red, cycle. Here we go. Strike. Ready.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Colts first down.
52 blasters.
Love now. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and a yard.
Let's ready. Go.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another Colts first down.
Red cut.
Now Love. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Second and 10.
Set. Ready. 52 blue. Hut.
Throwing. Love. And he fires one incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Colts field goal.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the shotgun, May with it. That's taken in by Franklin. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll throw with May. And he's got it. Touchdown. Will Dissly from 3 yards out. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Texans 14, Colts 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw, it's May. Pass hauled in by Johnston. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Quentin Johnston, 55 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. Let's see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fight, 60.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
That's right.
Love from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Red 38. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he's got a buckle. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and
Oh,
goal.
nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On the double.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Set. Ready. 33. Yep. Set.
Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And goal.
Drill green. Set. Hut. Green jack. Hut.
Going back to Love. He'll try and do this himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
First down. A gain of 12.
First down, here's White. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pick.
He'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the gun, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. White. Touchdown, Houston.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready, Black Ultra. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Rep 6. Mega. 52 Blues.
Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Love. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
Love looking to throw it. Pass complete to Royals. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Come on, set. Claws red. Black. 95.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Real green.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
45. White.
Throwing. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He finds Johnston. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing here is May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. To throw, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They're a little bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's 2nd down at a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They're going to throw. May. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A gain of 14. First down, Texans.
They'll throw with May. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, May with it. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taking down right.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here goes that.
To the air, May. That is caught. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Colts 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Nolan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
24-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready. Drill green. Red 38. Set.
Here's Love. They'll get this into the hands of Sampson. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That is caught. He finds Royals.
On the ball.
It's a gain of 14
yards. 50 Fury.
That's good for a Colts.
Ready.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Down. Rail. Yellow. 30. Hut.
Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
That's another.
Black Ultra.
First down.
Blue
First and 10.
Going back to Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second
Right,
and inches.
right.
At the Texans'
Ready.
6-yard line.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts have got it back it to a two-score game here in the fourth. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Colts 31.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Incomplete. Well, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ready. 45. One. Ready.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. White running to the left. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They keep it on the ground. White again. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and goal, Houston.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Dissly, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
31.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
6. Yellow, 43. Field, black. Set, cut.
Out of his end zone, Love. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Sampson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Colts, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year.